Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That's caught. It's Gathers. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to
got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Getting some heat. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Garrison. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football.
Pulls it in on the right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He'll pull it down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Sampson. Got his man on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spears. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick.
Going for the big play. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is running away with this one. Not since the days of Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside has this offense looked this dynamic. They're up by 15 over North Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works the middle of the field. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end round.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Paul.
Open runway ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Georgia Tech, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Garrison. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They're going to run it. Touchdown, NC State. And the route is on.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
So that made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Wants to throw. It's Sampson. On the run, fires downfield. And the ball is picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the air, it's Sampson. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First down here for the offense. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quarterback on the keeper. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw it again. Wide open downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will.
Fires toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To throw, it's Sampson. Skips away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's right on target. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Ball in the air, intercepted.
NC State.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. First down for this offense. To the air, it's Sampson. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. Man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
He's going to fire deep. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.